Hi, y'all. Good evening. I am here, tiredly here, and I just wanted to go and sit here and just talk to you a little bit, upload one of my chronicles, just to update you on what I've been up to basically, and it is something different. Okay, so. And don't be judgmental. That's not cute, okay? We're not doing the judgy thing, the ageist thing, the sexist thing. None of that, okay? Let's just woosah, have an open mind, and just go through the chronicle with me. Okay, so I had, well, what I wanted to do was for the next 60 to 90 days, I was going to do like a dating thing, like to basically share with you my experience of going back into the dating world. So, oh yeah. So, I've been kind of going through the differences of monogamy, relationships, and open relationships. And some people, they're just like, to me, really closed-minded. When I start talking about it, I'd be like, and then you have some that be like, oh yeah, I heard of that, and they'll tell me their take on it. And I've had like two guys that I know, and I asked them about it, and right away, well, one is married, and if I had it probably pause things, because I don't fool with married men, have paused things. Oh yeah, he would have gone with it. So I'm saying to him, I'm like, well, the community is called polyamory, and it's something that I've been kind of investigating the benefits of it versus being in a monogamous relationship. And no, I'm not putting it down, but I'm not into group sex. I like the idea of the triad, the relationship between two women and a man, and I think it's beneficial, probably with everyone, if you can agree. That's the whole thing about this. You get into an open relationship and you guys agree on everything, or you're open to the discussion, or you at least discussing it, and you're honest about what's going on. So back to the guy that I know is married. So I said it to him, and he was like, no, I don't want to share. I can only be, committed to one person. Okay, but you're not divorced, but you probably want to be with me and maybe other women. So that's being with more than one person. So I mean, hey, I'm not knocking it. And one of the things I did find out in kind of investigating and going over some of the information, a lot of the couples are married and looking for probably like a man or a woman or other couples. I'm not really all into that. Like I said, I was telling my friends, I can't really see myself going into a married relationship just because they're married. I mean, I would rather, if it was me, to partake in just the whole process of just trying to see how things are. First, I want to investigate and have me just jumping out there just like that. And just to see if at all possible, if I could get along with a female romantically. I don't know. I mean, because they're just a person. I mean, I've had another blog where I say how, females are just they can be very ruthless, shady, trifling, ratchet. Just, I mean, the ones that I've had, quote unquote, supposed to be my friend, have never been friends. All the time I'm thinking of my friends about how my back talking about me, this and the other. My girl Needle, she's not like that. She's so far away, so we're not as close as we could be. And that's the only one I can really relate to. She's in my age group, and she cool as hell, hella cool, and she got sense. There's not, I can't really say, when I think about it, I can't really say that I have true female friends. No, because I thought this one girl was my friend, and just a crack, and she just went on and just did all this other extra stuff. So that to me is not a friend. A friend is your friend no matter what. Like the guy I have, like Frank, he's the coolest ass friend I ever have. I've known Frank since like 99, 2000. And I've never had no problems with our friendship. And I mean, he's been honest, like he liked me or whatever, but he's never been rude. He's never been nasty. He's never done anything like shady to try to hurt me because I say no, or I said we're just gonna be friends. He still respects the friendship. He treats me golden. I mean, Frank is the kind of friend to me. He's like a true friend. If I need help, he's there for me. If we're out, if I smell something funny, and he could see it in my face, he's a, you don't want to eat here, do you? And I'll be like, he'll be like, come on, let's go. So he already know. And Anita that way too. She'd just be laughing at me, and especially if we've already she like to do like comedy club things, or we already prepaid things. She's like, girl, we just gotta get through it or whatever. I tried to get a relationship with this other young girl, and it just didn't happen. So it should be interesting just to see if I can be around a female, I guess, looking at them like in a dating aspect. So I don't know. Like I said, this is all like investigative to me, so it should be interesting. Well, the benefits of monogamy is supposed to be you have the exclusivity of just you and another person. I have never had that. In my relationships, I've had probably 5 serious relationships. That's too many. And they all have been because of, infidelity. My ex-husband became an ex-husband because I found out he was cheating. And, well, not only that, he was abusive. He was crazy. The other guy that I was engaged to, he had 4 kids. 4! Not 1. 4 children while we were together. That nigga couldn't keep his zipped up for shit. And then, he was unfaithful. I'm thinking about the guy I was living with, quote unquote, supposed to have got married. Oh, Lord, thank Jesus, I never got married to that guy. He is psychotic. Oh, he and his family tried to woman by him, and he's not good with money. The last guy I was living with for recently, I was living with him for 4 years, and the relationship was cool but we were more like buddies, roommates. We didn't really have no sex for like a year before we broke up. He was sick. I felt like I was a maid and a roommate. Just there was nothing there like sexual. I don't know what happened. But me and him, we still cool today. I've known him since I was a teenager, and he knows my family, so I'll probably always say hi to him or whatever. But this was funny. When I moved out, then he says to me, "Oh, I don't, I want you to, to be with me. I still care about you." I'm like, "You care about me now that I've moved out?" Like, and now I'm in because I went to 3 different states: Houston, Georgia, and now here in Florida. And I'm like, no. And I already told him I'm not coming back to Maryland, so that's just not happening. We're gonna always be cool, but that's just the generalistic about monogamy, what I've experienced. And I've known plenty of relationships, married included. There's always been someone else in those relationships. Male, okay, so married, husband and wife, found out that there's a dude on the side. Husband and wife found out there's a woman on the side. And both of these were the men. Now I have known one of my girlfriends to creep on her husband. I just looking at her like she was crazy. They had it going on. I think they had an open relationship or something, but not telling each other, because she was doing her dirt and he was doing his dirt. That was weird. I didn't really understand that relationship. Whereas, so like I'm saying, it's not, to me, people do not be honest in that type of setting because of whatever the hindrance or whatever they feel that they can't be within the relationship. And I'm sure there's really good relationships out there, husband and wife monogamy relationships. However, there's far and few. and I'll say Christian relationships too. They're rare. I mean, and I guess it's just when it's, it's just you're gonna have, there's two people. It's always these two people. They're two personalities. So it's work. But like I said, I came across polyamory. So it just seems like very interesting. It's the benefit is, though, what got me was the openness in the relationships. How everyone is open and they either agree or disagree. And they're letting each other know that, hey, I met this person. I want you to meet them. And, I'm interested in having sex with them. And, it's just like an open thing. And I'm just like, huh. I'm like, this is pretty interesting. I like this. I'm like, why can't people be like this if they're just dating? Because believe it or not, if you're dating, don't think that he's just dating you. He's dating someone else. And if just a guy, if you think that she's just dating you, probably not. So, but they're not telling each other. They're just like assuming, especially if you get in a predicament where you're dating, you're having sex, and then it's like, oops, you getting feelings, but he's, messing around with other females too. Or he get feelings like, oops, she's having sex with other guys too. So not for me. I can't sit here and judge or recommend or not recommend. What you do sexually, just be safe, and it's your choice, is what you're doing. And but like I said, I'm gonna really investigate it. So I'll give myself about like 60 to 90 days to kind of bring it in, and I'll talk more about it on my Chronicles as I meet. Who knows? I might meet a nice lady. And I don't like the. I already know I'm not into like. I know I'm not a lesbian, and I don't like. I'm not trying to say I don't. Sexually, lesbians aren't like attractive to me. I think women are beautiful. I probably would like a girly like me, feminine type. I'm just thinking. I don't even know, because I've never. So who knows? Should be interesting. So and the communications that I've kind of like joined so far, I've been getting responses from single guys, which I just haven't really been that interested in, because the profiles that I've read, I'm just like, okay. So just more of before, and I'm just, I just want to give some good juicy details. So I'll be back with you and let you know how things go. And that's it for now about this segment. Talk to you soon. Have a good night.